It has been nearly half a century since ITV's On the Buses graced our screens, yet the show and its actors continue to hold a cherished place in the hearts of many. Airing from 1969 to 1973, the series revolved around the lives of bus driver Stan and his family, alongside conductor Jack and the stern warehouse boss, Inspector Blake. The show's enduring popularity gave rise to 3 spin-offs and even a stage adaptation. Many of the television series' famous stars are still loved and remembered, but sadly, many of the core cast are no longer with us. Watch this video to the end to see who in On the Buses tragically passed away. On the Buses was a beloved British sitcom that graced the small screens from 1969 to 1973. Making a significant mark in the realm of television comedy. The creative masterminds behind this iconic show were Ronald Wolfe and Ronald Chesney, who not only conceived the concept, but also took up the pens to write most of its hilarious episodes. The duo had already tasted success in the world of comedy, having delivered hits like Meet the Wife and Rag Trade for the BBC. Surprisingly, given their track record of success with the BBC, it was anticipated that the British Broadcasting Corporation would eagerly embrace their latest project. However, the BBC, in a decision that would later seem somewhat short-sighted, harbored doubts about the potential appeal of a show primarily centered around the daily exploits of a bus depot. As a result, they chose to pass on the opportunity to produce On the Buses. Undeterred by this initial setback, the two Ronalds were determined to bring their vision to life, and they set out to shop their unique project for other potential suitors in the television industry. Their quest for a home for On the Buses eventually led them to the doorstep of London weekend television, where they found an enthusiastic ally in the form of Frank Muir, the head of entertainment at the network. Frank Muir's keen interest in the project proved to be the turning point. He recognized the comedic potential of the show and was convinced that it had all the elements necessary for success. With his support and backing, Wolfe and Chesney finally had the green light they needed to bring On the Buses to the small screen. The show's premise revolved around the daily lives and misadventures of the staff working at the fictional Luxton and District Traction Company, a bus depot. Starring the lovable and bumbling bus conductor Stan Butler, played by Reg Varney, and his cantankerous and often hilarious interactions with his overbearing family and colleagues, On the Buses quickly won the hearts of audiences across the nation. When On the Buses made its debut on ITV, it quickly became a phenomenon that resonated deeply with viewers across the nation. Although it didn't garner much favor with critics, its immense popularity among the audience was undeniable. In fact, its success was so overwhelming that it cemented its place as one of the most beloved English sitcoms of its era, if not of all time. The show's enduring charm lay in its ability to capture the essence of working-class English society, offering a relatable and humorous glimpse into the lives of ordinary people. The heart and soul of On the Buses revolved around the characters of Jack Harper and Stan Butler, portrayed by the talented actors Bob Grant and Reg Varney, respectively. These two individuals worked diligently at the fictional Luxton and District Motor Traction Company, where they were stationed aboard the iconic number 11 bus. This seemingly mundane setting became the backdrop for a wealth of comedic situations and misadventures that kept viewers entertained week after week. Stan Butler, the affable but perpetually scheming bus conductor, quickly became the show's central figure. Reg Varney's portrayal of Stan was a masterclass in comedic timing, and his character's antics, including his ongoing battles with his overbearing mother and his ambitious attempts to get ahead in life, endeared him to audiences. Stan's relatability lay in his aspirations and struggles, which resonated with the working-class viewers who saw a bit of themselves in his character. Jack Harper, Stan's best friend and fellow bus driver, provided a perfect foil to Stan's shenanigans. Bob Grant's performance as Jack, The more level-headed and pragmatic of the two added depth to the show's dynamic. Jack's efforts to keep Stan out of trouble often led to amusing situations, and their camaraderie formed the emotional core of the series. On the Bus's masterfully combined slapstick humor, witty one-liners, and situational comedy to paint a vivid picture of everyday life in working-class England during the early 1970s. The show didn't shy away from tackling the challenges faced by ordinary people, and its unapologetic portrayal of the ups and downs of life struck a chord with its audience. Now is the time to remember the outstanding cast of On the Buses. Some people died silently, making many people shocked when they heard the news. Reg Varney. Reg Varney, the talented actor who brought the character Stan Butler to life on the Buses, was committed to his craft, despite the perception that his role was relatively straightforward. He believed in thorough preparation for his acting work, and even went to great lengths to immerse himself in the character by attempting to obtain a public service vehicle license. The idea behind this endeavor was to actually drive the bus on the show, adding an authentic touch to his portrayal of Stan. However, complications arose concerning insurance, ultimately preventing Reg Varney from achieving his goal. The show's producers opted to use professional drivers for any stunt work required on set. One fascinating aspect of Reg Varney's portrayal of Stan Butler was the age disparity between the character and the actor himself. When On the Buses began, Reg was 52 years old, while Stan was supposed to be around 35 years old and still living with his mother. This created an intriguing dynamic, as Doris Hair, who played Stan's mother on the show, was only 11 years older than Reg in real life. Furthermore, there was a significant age difference between Reg Varney and Anna Karen, who portrayed his sister Olive in the series, with Reg being 21 years older than Anna. Despite these quirks, Reg Varney's performance as Stan Butler endeared him to audiences, and his character became a central figure in the show's success. He appeared in all 7 series, becoming an integral part of the show's charm and humor. In a surprising turn of events, Reg Varney left On the Buses in the middle of the final series, driven by a desire to transition his television success into a film career. Unfortunately, this career shift did not unfold as planned, and Reg struggled to establish himself in the film industry. Faced with the challenges of reinventing his career, he eventually turned to work as an onboard entertainer on cruises. Reg Varney's later years were marked by health challenges. He endured 2 heart attacks and a stroke, which led to his need for full-time care. Subsequently, he was moved into a nursing home, where his health continued to deteriorate. Tragically, after battling a chest infection, Reg Varney passed away in a nursing home in 2008 at the age of 92. Stephen Louise, who portrayed Inspector Cyril Blakey in On the Buses, was a standout performer in the series, effectively playing the role of the bumbling antagonist to the lovable conductors Harper and Butler. His character Blakey was the arch-enemy of the 2 protagonists, and he played a pivotal role in the show, not only advancing the plots but also contributing to the tension and comedic elements that were a hallmark of the series. One notable aspect of Stephen Lewis's contribution to On the Buses was his involvement behind the scenes. In addition to his on-screen talent, he also collaborated with Bob Grant, who portrayed Jack Harper, in writing 12 episodes of the show. This creative partnership added depth to the series and showcased Stephen's versatility as an actor and writer. Stephen Lewis's character, Inspector Blakey, was so beloved by fans that it led to a spin-off series titled Don't Drink the Water. In this show, which lasted for 2 series, the character of Blakey found himself in a new and humorous predicament. He had moved to Spain with his sister, and the series continued to explore the comedic misadventures of the character. Furthermore, Stephen Lewis continued to ride the wave of success generated by his portrayal of Blakey in On the Buses. He reprised his role in 3 movies set in the same universe as the show. On the Buses, 1971, Mutiny on the Buses, 1972, and Holiday on the Buses, 1973. These films further solidified his place in the hearts of fans and extended the longevity of his character's appeal. One notable appearance was on BBC One's The Generation Game, where he made regular appearances, showcasing his versatility as a performer. This exposure on a popular variety show allowed him to connect with a broader audience beyond his iconic role in On the Buses. In another interesting move, Stephen Lewis leaned into the character he had originated in On the Buses by playing a coach driver in the ITV series The Grimleys. This role allowed him to play with the familiar territory of a transport-related character while adding a fresh comedic twist to his repertoire. However, Stephen Lewis took a dramatic turn when he portrayed a villain in Manhunt. This departure from his comedic roots demonstrated his versatility as an actor, proving that he could excel in a variety of roles across different genres. Returning to the world of sitcoms, Stephen Lewis starred in Jug Brothers in 1970, a show that featured a reunion with his On the Buses co-star Bob Grant. Despite their on-screen chemistry, the sitcom unfortunately did not get picked up for a full series after the pilot aired. One of Stephen Lewis's longest-running roles came in the form of Clem Smiler Hemingway in the beloved BBC series Last of the Summer Wine. His portrayal of the character endeared him to audiences and further solidified his status as a prominent figure in British television. However, he had to eventually leave the role due to declining health. Tragically, Stephen Lewis passed away in 2015 at the age of 88. He spent his final days at a nursing home in Wanstead, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances that spanned a wide range of genres and characters. His contributions to British television continue to be celebrated, and his talent as an actor remains a cherished part of television history. Bob Grant. Bob Grant, the talented actor who portrayed the other half of the bus-bound duo Jack Harper in On the Buses, found success in his iconic role on the show. However, as his career progressed, he encountered significant challenges that ultimately took a toll on his life. After achieving fame as Jack Harper, Bob Grant faced the common issue of typecasting in the entertainment industry. Casting directors struggled to envision him in roles beyond the Jack Harper archetype, limiting his opportunities for diverse and challenging roles. This typecasting dilemma can be a double-edged sword for actors, as it can both boost their recognition and hinder their ability to branch out into different characters. In addition to the professional challenges, Bob Grant grappled with increasingly severe bouts of depression in his later years. These battles with mental health issues took a devastating toll on his life. In the 1980s, he faced a critical moment when he attempted suicide. Fortunately, he survived this attempt, offering him a second chance at life. Bob Grant's determination to overcome his mental health struggles led him to make significant changes in his life. Among these changes, he and his wife Kim decided to relocate to Gloucestershire, perhaps seeking a fresh start and a more peaceful environment. Unfortunately, the weight of life's burdens, including mounting bills and the resurgence of severe depression, proved overwhelming for Bob. Tragically, Bob Grant made a third and ultimately successful attempt at suicide. His passing occurred in 2003 when he was 71 years old. The news of his death was met with sadness and condolences from fans and colleagues alike, as he left behind a legacy of memorable performances and a portrayal of Jack Harper that continues to be cherished by fans of On the Buses. Doris Hair. Doris Hair, a talented and versatile actress, made her mark in the iconic role of Mum on the Buses. She inherited this role after Sicily Courtage's departure and went on to portray Mum from the beginning of the second series through to the show's conclusion. Her portrayal of Mum became a defining part of the series and endeared her to audiences. Before joining the cast of On the Buses, Doris Hair had an impressive background in theater. She had the distinction of performing with the prestigious Royal Shakespeare Company in the West End, showcasing her talent in the world of stage acting. Her decision to accept the role of Mum on the Buses was a significant career move, and it undoubtedly contributed to the show's enduring success. Interestingly, Doris Hair had another notable opportunity on the horizon before taking on the role of Mum. She had been offered the part of Ina Sharples on the long-running soap opera Coronation Street. However, she decided to turn down the offer, a decision that would ultimately lead her to become a beloved fixture on the Buses. After her time on the Buses came to an end, Doris Hair continued to find success as an actress, enjoying steady work throughout the 1970s and 1980s. One of her later roles included appearing in the movie Second Best, released in 1994, which marked her final acting job. Doris Hair lived a long and fulfilling life, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. She passed away at the age of 95 in the year 2000 while residing at Denville Hall, an actor's retirement home located in Middlesex. Michael Robbins. Michael Robbins, the talented actor who portrayed Arthur Ridge in On the Buses, played a pivotal role in the series as Olive's husband. While the primary focus often centered on the exploits of Stan Butler, the comedic duo of Arthur and Olive Ridge provided invaluable supplementary storylines and added depth to the show's comedic ensemble. Michael Robbins skillfully brought the character of Arthur to life, and his on-screen chemistry with his on-screen wife, Olive, endeared the couple to fans. Their impeccable comedic timing and the amusing dynamics of their relationship resonated with viewers, contributing to the show's enduring popularity. In a parallel to Reg Varney's departure from the series, Michael Robbins also made the decision to leave On the Buses before the show's conclusion. He appeared in the first 6 series of the show, during which time his portrayal of Arthur Ridge became a fan favorite. However, he chose to depart to pursue his true passion, which was theater work. Despite his departure from the television series, Michael Robbins returned to reprise his role as Arthur Ridge in the movie spin-offs of On the Buses. This decision indicated his enduring affection for the character and the show's legacy. Beyond his work in On the Buses, Michael Robbins continued to build a successful career in television. He had notable roles in popular series such as Dempsey and Makepeace and Minder, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Tragically, Michael Robbins' life was cut short when he passed away at the age of 62 in 1992. The cause of his untimely death was prostate cancer, which was a devastating loss to the entertainment industry. His contributions to British television, particularly his memorable portrayal of Arthur Ridge in On the Buses, continue to be celebrated and appreciated by fans of the show, and his legacy as a talented actor endures. Sicily Courtage. Sicily Courtage, a prolific and accomplished actress, made a brief but memorable appearance in the first series of On the Buses. She portrayed the character Mum during the show's inaugural 1969 season, which aired in black and white. Although her time on the show was relatively short-lived, her contribution was notable and added depth to the series. Dame Esmeralda Sicily Courtage, as she was known by her full name, came from a family with strong ties to the entertainment industry. Her father was a producer and playwright, setting the stage for her own successful career in show business. Sicily's talents spanned both sides of the Atlantic, as in the 1930s, she appeared in a dozen British films and also ventured into Hollywood for one production. Sicily Courtage's personal life was intertwined with her professional career. She was married to Jack Hulbert, a dancer and actor, and the two performed together numerous times throughout their partnership. Their enduring love and companionship were reflected in their remarkable 62-year marriage, which lasted until Jack's passing. Although Sicily Courtage's time as Mum on the Buses was relatively brief, her portrayal of the character in the first series was well received by audiences. Her contribution set the stage for the character's future development when Doris Hair took over the role. Sicily's performance demonstrated her versatility as an actress, adding her own unique touch to the character. Sicily Courtage lived a long and fulfilling life, leaving a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. Sadly, she passed away in April of 1980 while residing in a nursing home in the Putney area at the age of 87. Her legacy as a talented and accomplished actress, as well as her enduring contributions to both British and Hollywood cinema, continue to be remembered and celebrated in the annals of theatrical history. Anna Karen, the talented actress who portrayed the beloved character Olive in all 7 series of On the Buses, endeared herself to fans with her memorable performance. Following the conclusion of the show, Anna embarked on a prolific acting career that further solidified her status as a respected figure in British television. One of Anna Karen's notable post-On the Buses roles was in the long-running British soap opera EastEnders. She portrayed the character Aunt Sal, who happened to be the sister of another iconic character, Peggy Mitchell, played by the legendary Barbara Windsor. Interestingly, Anna and Barbara went beyond being just work colleagues. They became close friends off-screen, sharing a bond that extended well beyond their time on the set. In her personal life, Anna Karen found love and companionship in the arms of comedian and actor Terry Duggan. The two tied the knot in 1967, embarking on a journey of partnership and mutual support that lasted for over 4 decades until Terry's passing in 2008. Their union was a testament to their enduring love and commitment to one another. Tragically, Anna Karen's life came to a sorrowful end in February 2022. A devastating fire erupted inside her home in Ilford, London, marking a horrifying turn of events. When the fire was reported, a team of 20 firefighters equipped with 3 fire engines rushed to the scene to combat the blaze. Despite their heroic efforts in swiftly extinguishing the flames, it was already too late for the esteemed actress. Anna had tragically lost her life in the fire, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a lasting impact on British television. Anna Karen was 85 years old at the time of her passing, and her untimely demise sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and her dedicated fan base. Her contributions to the world of entertainment, from her iconic role as Olive in On the Buses to her memorable portrayal of Aunt Sal in EastEnders, will continue to be celebrated and cherished by audiences, serving as a lasting testament to her talent and enduring presence in British television history. What do you think about the deaths of the On the Buses cast? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.